Okay.
You have the floor.
Thank you very much. I have a question for Benny and also for Mrs. Robinson. The point is that you are speaking in images, so to say. You are speaking about the father, and the Dutch are not feeling like the father. Not the Dutch people, at least, because they hardly know anything about the New Guinea or West Papua anymore, because it's not taught on the schools, etc. The point is that the Dutch, the Netherlands have even a problem to say anything to Indonesia. So what's the importance to inform the Dutch parliamentarians? No, I have to say it's important to inform the Dutch parliamentarians, and it's important that there's something happening, but you can't expect that the Netherlands will make a real effort in the direction of Indonesia, because we have a history there. As soon as we say something to Indonesia, they think, oh, the colonialists are saying anything again. So what can we do to inform more people than just the Dutch and just the English, the Australians, which are already in this process represented? What can we do more? Because there are a lot of countries which are even in a situation like Indonesia, and they are saying nothing, like Turkey or whatever. Every country has some problems with some area which wants to be independent, and all they are going to keep it from their desk because they are afraid that they will have the same problems with their areas. So my question is, what is the next step indeed to get those countries also affected, and for this case?
The next step is the question, but Cris is already well. Yes, I think the next step.
Next step is independent or not, it depends on the West Papuans. And the world is changing. World is changing. English colonizers have the world, but people of South Africa decide to free, and that is the free. All the former colony free. What happening in Kosovo? What happening in South Sudan? What happening in Palestine case? Is people are decide to free. I'm really confident that we will free, but people inside already stood up and they want to free. That is the first. Second, what the next step is, it depends. We free or not depend on Papua. That's why I always say to Papuan, come, our job now, this generation, our job now, educate the world, educate the European, educate the Dutch people to what really happening, what really going on. Why West Papua voice never come out? Why? That is the Papuan now our job to educate, to become a one voice and educate. That's why lack of information, because we don't have any journalists in West Papua, because the journalists are banned, Amnesty are banned, Red Cross are banned, all are banned, so that's why very difficult. So we Papuan are voiceless, but we now, this is technology, this advantage to bring our voice come out. You can see that just yesterday before, but then it's suddenly already here, you can see. And this is the technology make us everything available. So next step is depend on West Papua. This struggle is a setback or going forward is on depend on West Papua. That's why I said to all the elders and all the Papuans, and we need to be united voice to educate the Europeans as well as the other part of the world. And political level, I think the the International Parliamentarian for West Papua. This is a channel of the educate the only parliamentarian around the world to tell people of West Papua right to self-determination still exists. International lawyer for West Papua concluded West Papua right to self-determination under the international law still exists. So that is our belief. If that government believe the principle of the law, as they should know what happened 1969, what happened our history. I think that's why even the government line not speaking, but I hope the Dutch people from now on, please, you be our voice to speak out, tell your government, because the Dutch government need to lead this, because this is unbusiness job still in West Papua. What happened in East Timor? You said about Indonesia. Indonesia killing hundreds of thousands of East Timor people. And that is will happening in Maluku or in West Papua next few years, if the world not seeing what happening, what going on in West Papua. This is where I'm worried. That's why, now our job to tell, and all the Dutch, Papuan, Dutch, new generation, to please, you be our voice. I think that the next step, depend on ourselves, our Papuan, to educate, to tell what really happened, what really going on in West Papua. This is very important. So we started here in this building, and we will go out with collect all the information. How could we tell? How could we educate the world to know about West Papua? I think that's what we're going to do. Thank you.